Andrew McCART, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I'm here with the man himself, Billy Nelson. Billy, you've got two giant men in this gym working, Big Thor and Martin and stuff like that. But we'll start with Martin. The Tony Yoka fight never quite happened. You've been calling for a big fight, so how disappointed are you that didn't fight come off?
Well, I was bitterly disappointed for Martin. You know, it's Tony Yoka's got a very good ranking. Martin would have went over to Paris very, very confident and knock him out, take his ranking. Olympic gold medalist. You know, we agreed a purse, we agreed the date. I think the venue was agreed, and then they bottled it. Plain and simple. Mm-hmm. Now they're fighting a 41-year-old man who's been beat. As good as Kakam is, he's not as good as Martin Bakole or anywhere near.
It seems like we keep having the same conversation, Billy. Every time I come to this gym, we're having the same conversation about Martin getting that big fight and getting that breakthrough fight. But it always seems like it's always there. It's almost there, but he never quite gets it. So the cat's always dangling. So why do you think that is?
People know how good he is. Mm-hmm. Boxing's a very small and selective group of people in the UK, and they all know how good he is. I mean, Alexander Usyk's people, he went over to spar Usyk before the Joshua fight, and people somebody for Usyk's team says to me, says, this guy's class. He says he will be a world champion, 100%. Then that's Usyk's people telling me that. Joshua's people told me that. Peter Fury's told me that. Like, you know, but we've got a great team behind us. Unfortunately, we got pissed about something terrible for 5-6 weeks there, and it looked unlikely that we're going to fight in December now, because the shows would have been filled up. We can't just expect, you know, because Martin's on a good contract, we just can't expect to jump on shows and promoters to pay the money when their shows are full. But I'm sure we'll be fighting in January, and then, you know, maybe March time, and whoever promotes Canelo versus Junior Makabu, whoever promotes him, if they've got a top 10 heavyweight, 100%, you know, we want to fight whoever that promoter's heavyweight would be on that undercard.
We know Martin has fought on big shows here in the UK, but fighting on a Canelo undercard, wherever that might be, Mexico, USA, bloody London, who knows, but fighting on that Canelo undercard will be good for Martin's profile. You know what I mean? He'll get his name out there a little bit more, and people will witness, millions more people, especially in the US and Mexico, will witness who Martin is. So that will be good for his career, and maybe that sort of thing that he needs to finally get his name in there when people stop mentioning his name, fighting these guys, the Chijoras, Dubois, Joyces, Whytes and stuff like that. So is that something you're going to push for, or hopefully push for?
100%. We'd like his brother to stipulate, you know, hopefully stipulate that he wants his brother on the undercard. And I don't know who's going to promote it, but say it was PBC, for talking sake, they've got Andy Ruiz. Now, what a great, good fight that would be for Martin in Mexico. Andy Ruiz is saying that he wants to fight in Mexico. Let him fight Martin in Mexico. It's just, you know, it's just a suggestion. It all depends really who the promoter is. You know, I mean, I've seen Joe Joyce saying that his schedule's free in February. Well, if he doesn't get the Tyson Fury fight, let's fight Joe Joyce versus Martin Bakole. That would be some fight. But it ain't going to happen, because they know he's far too dangerous. And I can understand, you know, Joe's a cracking fighter. Joe's a cracking fighter, and he's in a good position. Why would he want to fight Martin Bakole? But if you can't say I want to give the fans the fights that they want to see, and no give them it. We're prepared to fight anybody, and he will fight anybody. If Joe Joyce wants to fight in February, March, by all means we'll take that fight, no problem whatsoever. I don't know who, I think it's S-Jam, his management company. Get in touch with MTK, make that fight in a heartbeat. And what a fight that would be.
I think so as well, I think so. But again, he's got that high ranking, Martin. He just needs that name. That name that's going to stand out and stuff like that. Martin he enjoyed the fact that Michael Hunter mentioned him. He enjoyed the fact that he's called Chisora a bum. He doesn't want that fight. He basically said that Babbage isn't on his level. So he knows where he's at and where he wants to do. It's just getting that name.
Well, the Hunter fight would be another good fight, you know, and that could be a possibility for a fight on Makabu's undercard if that were to happen. You know, it all depends, you know. But Michael Hunter, it's a demon that he wants to fix right, because that wasn't Martin Bakole that night, and I've been pelted for it. So is Martin. So it's you know, you want to make the wrong right.
Yeah, exactly. Just staying on the heavyweight scene and stuff like that, Tyson Fury, we spoke about his win against Wilder and stuff. I got your reaction to it, but he wants to be out. He says that he's 100% fighting February, March time next year. Joyce has said he's free. There's that sort of arbitration with Dillian Whyte.
We're free. We're free. We're in the top. We're in the top 15. We're eligible to fight him.
You'd take Tyson Fury right now for Martin?
100%. 100%. Martin Bakole take that. No problem.
Well, Dillian Whyte seems to be the front runner right now, and then Joyce as well. They're the two names that have been mentioned and stuff like that. Dillian Whyte, he's been wanting that crack at that world title for a long time now.
And he deserves it. He deserves a shot at the world title because he's been there or thereabouts for a long, long time. And he deserves it. Will he be good enough to beat Tyson Fury? No. It won't happen. He won't beat him. Tyson's too good for him. It's as simple as that.
Who beats Tyson Fury then? Is he right now, when you look at the heavyweight scene, is he unbeatable in terms of the way he approaches the fight, his switch hitting, his power now? He seems to be starting the shots a lot now, and the fact that even though he's been dropped by Wilder, he has still got that elusiveness about him, stuff like that. So is Tyson Fury unbeatable in this era?
Nobody's unbeatable. Mm-hmm. Anybody can have an off night. He's the best. I'd say he's the best out there just now. People like Martin Bakole, people like Higorovich could beat him. Mm-hmm. I'll give him a right good fight. Joe Joyce could give him a good fight. But I don't see many other people other than that.
The other big guy you've had, and it was quite interesting to see Big Thor hitting the pads and that. He's got some good fundamentals, the straight 1-2 and that, and the fact that he comes up on his back foot when he throws that right hand and that, and he's using his hips a little bit. I mean, how much can we look into this guy? Is he a force now against Eddie? Is this a mismatch against Eddie Hall?
For what I've seen of Eddie Hall on video, Thor will obliterate him. He really will. I mean, he's hitting the pads really, really hard. He's 24 stone. He's going to be a little slower than Eddie, but his punch correctness is night and day compared to it, for what I've seen on video. Whether that's bullshit videos making it look, but if that's the genuine Eddie Hall, then he's in for a hard night. He's going to get put to sleep.
What I was interested when I seen him fight, I forgot the arm wrestler's name out in Dubai that time. Lanet, yeah. When he was fighting him, and the interviews I was seeing from Thor was, he was saying all the right things in terms of, I ain't in the sport just for the fun. He seems to be really, really intrigued by it. He seems to want to train hard. He knows how serious this game is. I mean, I know the strongman is a serious sport, but your life, unless you drop one of them big heavy things on your head, your life isn't really on the line. But when you get punched in the head and stuff like that, but he seems to be taking this sport very, very serious, and he's giving it his all. He's giving it 100%. Are you seeing that in the gym?
100%. The guy's a professional personified, so he is. He measures all his foods. He eats at the same times every day. He's got a routine 6 days a week, and he's got a cheat day on a Sunday. But his attention to detail is excellent, really good, and he takes things in. More often than not, he takes it in very quickly, and when he doesn't, we just repeat until he gets it right.
And he seems to be, he doesn't get frustrated with himself again, that's another thing that I like to see with him. He wasn't getting himself frustrated in terms of, when you were trying to teach him a little bits and things, he seemed to be absorbing it and then trying to rectify it, even though he might have made that mistake here and there, but he was trying to rectify it until he got it, which was, again, probably testament to his professionalism.
100%, aye. I mean, there's boxing coaches and there's boxing teachers. I like to think I teach. And you've got to say it in a way that the boxer understands what you're asking of him. And he's a very, very clever guy. Take away the strongman, take away the boxing career. He's a clever individual who's a successful individual. So he's got a good brain in his head, and he'll take things on board.
Well, it's definitely a fight. I'm now intrigued by this fight because it seems like a lot of these celebrities and different types of sports are stepping into the boxing realm. I was at the start, I was like, man, stay out my sport, man. I didn't like it, but it is what it is nowadays. Fans are intrigued. It's bringing more eyes to the sport. Sometimes I'm still pissed off at some people fighting in the sport, and sometimes I'm like, well, it's bringing more eyes, and all power to them. But how do you feel about it?
Well, the fullest respect. I mean, Tommy Fury is getting 7 figures to go over and fight one of the Paul brothers. With the fullest respect to Tommy, if he'd never had that opportunity, he would probably never fight for $1 million dollars or pounds, whatever the case may be. So that's what a fantastic opportunity to secure a future for himself.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? But no, I can see both sides of it.
Yeah, me too.
If it brings more eyes to the sport and, you know, it's no detrimental to professional boxing, then go ahead and do it.
I agree. One final word then. You gave me 2 rounds with Big Martin Bakole in the pads. Billy, be honest. How'd I do? You better say something nice or I'll just cut the interview here.
Just C minus. C.
Pump up that B plus and I'll be happy.
No, I couldn't. You know I'm an honest guy. I'll just tell you the truth.
Something to work on.
You've got a lot to work on. Aye.
See, you didn't have to say a lot. You could have said I've got something to work on. That you see, you're giving me a C minus. I've got a lot. You should have said you've got stuff to work on. That's it.
Well, it's the first time I've seen a boxer drink a cup of tea, throwing a jab, and no spilling it. And you turning your head as if he's going to hit you. He's not going to hit you.
That's the first time I've took some heavyweight on the pads, and then I was like, listen, but he clipped my jaw, and I held the pad. When I've taken these PTs, I held it tight.
That's your fault.
And he clipped my jaw a wee bit, so I was like, maybe I should really turn my head away this time.
You should hold the pads here, not here. That's just asking.
That's where your face is, though. That's where your face is.
Any deflection, you've got it.
Yeah, well, I took it well. I didn't go down, so that's a little tick in my box.
I'll be taking you to the Monkeys now. I think you've got a wee bit of whiplash.
I bloody do. Billy, as always, I do appreciate you inviting me to the gym and speaking to you and stuff like that. So, listen, good luck with Martin, good luck with Thor, and I'll speak to you in the next one.
All the best, mate. Take care.
Thank you, Billy.